Fourth quarter brought to you by Union Memorial Sports Medicine and J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. Two organizations that love to support the tremendous efforts of these athletes. Union Memorial Sports Medicine and J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. And again, Haverford winning the faceoff. Not Will Gorel. Mike O'Malley coming up with it. Great opportunity for Coach Nostrand to get some second-string runners. That's how you develop your program and develop your depth. Opportunities like this. Reminding everybody to stop at Royal Farms on your way to or from every game you go to. Royal Farms has everything you need, from healthy snacks to fresh-made subs and wraps, and of course their world-famous chicken. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. O'Malley moves it behind the cage quickly. Shot, goal. Big-time shot by Drew Sapinski, the freshman. Get the puck. It's got to be his first career goal. 14-4, 11:07. Haverford wheeling and dealing.
Sapinski, a guy who was very highly touted as well. As we mentioned, Haverford has a great freshman class they're looking forward to having go through the ranks. And there's his first career goal, as you mentioned.
Face-off win for St. Paul's. Parks balances the attack. Fourth quarter brought to you by Union Memorial Sports Medicine and J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. Shot, goal. St. Paul's getting offense from B.J. Matthias. Matthias. It's not spelled like that. Matthias coming up with it. 10:45 to go. Yeah. Fourth quarter still rolling, 10:45 to go. Fourth quarter, 14-5. Will Gorel back in on the faceoff and notches another faceoff win. I don't know if they had a question mark coming into today's game, but he has certainly exercised his abilities to win faceoffs and jumpstart the offense. Travis Wood, one stick short of having a stick. Backside pipe feed to Riley Hupfeld.
That's a goalie's favorite sound.
Hupfeld getting his recommended daily allowance of iron. J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. Some of the athletes out here today who work out with J. Dyer. Spencer Parks, Gavin Llewellyn, Travis Wood, Ben Linkus, Austin Tolan, Andrew Reel, Michael Mayer, Bennett Moore, B.J. Matthias, Liam Anderson, and Austin Butcher. All kids who work out with Coach J. Dyer. And you can see the benefits of that strength and conditioning program, as well as being associated with Union Memorial Sports Medicine. Great organizations making great athletes better. St. Paul's loses possession, 9:40 to go, fourth quarter. Haverford with the clear. And Michael Mayer comes up with a loose ball. He's got one shot under his belt today. Now he's nice feed. Cross field. Carter Flagg for St. Paul's. And this is Gavin Llewellyn. Llewellyn now going against the long stick. Lumber flying right there. And this is Liam Anderson. He and Llewellyn exchange here on the right wing. Referee Carmen D. John Domenico running for his life. Llewellyn gets a creative nudge by the Haverford defender, and then a flag flies. Not a terrible hit, but I understand the call because you want to maintain control all the time. That was a shoulder hit. I hope the Haverford defender, number 18, Paxton Moore, I hope he's fine. but I can understand the call because you want to maintain control, especially in a lopsided score. It's 14-5.
It could go either way, depending on what ref you are. I thought it was clean, but I'm no ref, nor will I ever be.
This man up brought to you by the promotional consideration of BD Diagnostics. Go to www.bd.com. Learn about their STD testing policies and testing devices. One of those things, it's a public service of bddiagnostics.com. Make sure that you get onto bd.com and learn about all they have to offer. Prevention, worth an ounce of cure. A little 1-4-1 roll-off play. Henry Blinn near side gets it to Sammy Rohr. McNamara top left side. Gavin McBride behind the cage. That Haverford man up has not had a lot of opportunities today. Blinn shot just wide.
This will be Haverford's first of 3 contests against MIAA schools. They'll face Loyola next week. I believe they'll face McDonough Friday or Saturday. And again, CUDA.com covering a wealth of tremendous high school lacrosse this spring. And make sure you get to PhillyLacrosse.com and BaltimoreLacrosseNews.com to learn about information, details, and events. This quarter brought to you by Union Memorial Sports Medicine and J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. Great people working with great athletes. Make Royal Farms your first stop before and after every game for everything from custom-built subs and wraps, healthy snacks, drinks, fresh brewed coffee, Western fries, and, of course, Royal Farms' delicious, world-famous, fresh, never-frozen chicken. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Harford School still on the man advantage. 8:19 to go, fourth quarter. Ford's looking to get that man-up unit a little bit of rest as they're coming in with their second string man up right now. See some jersey numbers that I don't recognize as first teamers. McBride, Henry Blinn all taking a rest. Nice duck under move. Kip Taviano. Taviano obviously knows the 5 Ds of dodging. We forgot to mention that St. Paul's has thrown in sophomore Hunter Pearl in between the pipes to get some action.
And you talked about Coach Bricado potentially going to Hunter Pearl, getting him some minutes right now. See if that doesn't institute a change or, just a chance to spark the defense a little bit.
And a new goalie can do that. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late for that, but hey, you never know. I've seen crazier things.
Jordan Thompson wheeling it for the Crusaders. Carter Flagg possesses it behind, gets it across the field to Liam Anderson. Back to Flagg. You still see Haverford not allowing you to run comfortable offense.
Flagg is a name you'll be hearing going forward. He dropped 1 goal and 3 assists on Friday afternoon in a scrimmage with both Spencer Parks and Gavin Llewellyn sidelined with sicknesses. He's a freshman. He's very good. I saw him playing the Bryant Shout this summer, and he was excellent.
There's the Llewellyn driving right-handed. Gets it up top. Greg Luzon. Inside feed, Llewellyn. Ball checked out of his stick on his way to shoot. Haverford still playing that nice collapsing defense. Push against Haverford, possession St. Paul's.
New personnel, same swarming defense for Haverford. They're bringing out and flaunting more of their depth, but I'm just extremely impressed with how obnoxious this defense has been. They have not taken the play off.
Spencer Parks behind the cage. Gains a little bit of freedom on his right side. Backside feed, shot, goal. Greg Luzon gets the feed from Spencer Parks. making it look easy right there for a brief moment. St. Paul's clicking on offense.
Partially has some underrated vision, and right there we saw him find his midfielder Greg Luzon. Getting some more guys involved.
(14-6) now. Haverford leads. Mike Mayer taking the face-off for St. Paul's. Haverford School sending out Chris Sabia. Haverford credited with the face-off win. Sabia doing a nice job competing against the long stick of Mike Mayer. Brendan Jacob squares up the offense for the Haverford forwards. This Haverford offense, it's like a brand new house on an episode of Cribs with a bathroom I can play baseball in.
I was thinking about a different term, but, go ahead.
A lot of people like to just say they're clicking. Like, come on.
Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. Haven't heard that before. Harford running some subs in. Jeff Oderine. And again, that freshman, Brendan Jacob. Feed from Reed Blinn, unable to be corralled, and it's going to be a turnover. St. Paul's possession. 4:55 to go, fourth quarter. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast. Bringing you great high school action. The 2012 season is underway, and Royal Farms is a huge part of it. I spin by Royal Farms. I get USA Today, I get a cup of coffee, I get some chicken for lunch, and boom, done. Everything you need.
I'll tell you, I'd probably have some Royal Farms for dinner if it wasn't for these cheesesteaks in the area.
Stopping by Garrett Hill Food Market. Might spin by the Great American Pub. Of course, we're going to get to Competitive Edge Outfitters. Pick up some Lax stuff, some Lax gear, and, of course, a Johnny O golf shirt.
Maybe some golf later as well.
Yeah, spin by MGC. Stripe a couple. Competitive Edge Outfitters. Always a supporter of CUDA and CUDA.com. Jacob has it checked away. Travis Wood, defender. He's one of those guys who works out with J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning. You can see it in the way he comes down with some of those checks. J. Dyer Strength and Conditioning, as well as Union Memorial Sports Medicine, bringing the fourth quarter to you. Motive Pure Hydration Formula and BD Diagnostics, www.bd.com. St. Paul's running a lot of second stringers right now, as well as Haverford, but we still see Spencer Parks and Gavin Llewellyn looking to make something happen offensively. There's that shake and bake move by Llewellyn.
Let's see if the St. Paul's ride can take a page out of Haverford's book and force a turnover.
That Gavin Llewellyn split dodge. I've seen hiccups that take twice as long. Tyler Miller, goaltender for Haverford. I've been thrilled with the way he has led clears. He hasn't been called upon to make a ton of saves, but he's been there when they needed him. And he's also coordinating those slide packages. Coach Nostrand, his assistant coaches have to be thrilled with what he's been able to accomplish. Inside shot, save. St. Paul's getting a nice play. Hunter Pearl standing tall in there on that save. Shot, goal, hard bouncer, number 8, Kerry Kynett. This Haverford offense scoring like Snooki on a weekend bender. A tiny 2:28 to go, 15-6 Haverford. Yeah. Second half promotional consideration brought to you by BD Diagnostics, www.bd.com. Haverford still creating offense. Inside play knocked away freshman Phil Pokey. Bennett Moore for St. Paul's. It's just been a case where the Haverford offense has been getting the job done. They've been converting, and they've been very efficient.
I'm not too surprised to see them clicking. They have actually had 5 scrimmages, while St. Paul's, I believe, had 2 or 3, and that's going to help when you can sort of work in that early season chemistry and get it going in mid-March.
Get a feel for running those plays, and you also know Coach Nostrand and Coach Mercado are both going to be able to take away from this game things that their team needs to do better, and also things that their team does well and can continue to do.
And we knew coming in that it would be a great measuring stick for both teams, with those pair of programs graduating a lot and working in some new faces, and matter of fact, those new faces impress. But St. Paul's knows they have some things to work on. Haverford, should be sticking out their chest a little bit. They're looking very good, and they've always had one of the best schedules in the country, and they're not backing down no matter what their personnel is. So
Ray Schulmeyer comes up with a loose ball at midfield. He gets it quickly to Ben Linkus. Matt Harper doing a nice job right now for the St. Paul's offense as well. There's Spencer Parks. A little shake and bake on the right side. Swim move over the double team. Looks backside, connects. Unable to get the shot off is Austin Toland.
Harford working in a new goalie. Of course, Miller grabbed a W, but they're working in sophomore Elliot Avis.
Avis makes the save. Stepped well to that ball. And the ball stays in. 29, Drew Sapinski already has a goal today. Haverford now charged with having to keep it in. Not the overtime game that we normally get in this matchup, as the last 10 seconds roll off. Late flag, no whistle. But it's going to be a Haverford School man-up opportunity. Great time to remind you, make Royal Farms your first stop before and after every game for everything from custom-built subs and wraps, healthy snacks, drinks, fresh brewed coffee, Western fries, and, of course, Royal Farms' delicious, world-famous, fresh, never-frozen chicken. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
Player of the game.
Under Armour All-American Underclassmen Player of the Game voting taking place right now.
Personally, I would say Will Garall has really changed the game with his faceoff, so give it to the brown-bound senior.
And we're going to go. It's Will Garrell. Faceoff wins, offensive plays, and nice defense when given the chance. Ekes out Gavin McBride in the voting. We'll have a chance to examine this Haverford team more as the year goes on, as well as St. Paul's. We will be back with the Under Armour All-American Underclassmen Player of the Game interview. But for Ty Zanders and Joe Rice, I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks for making this a part of your day. 15-6 the final score. Haverford upends the St. Paul's Crusaders.